All right, let's dive into something we take for granted every single second of our lives, the idea of now. But what if I told you that our whole understanding of past, present, and future is basically an illusion? Let's unpack that.
And for this exploration, we're drawing from a really insightful direct pointing by Howard Tuck Loon. It's just a fantastic way to look at how our own minds work. Okay, so picture this. You're standing by a river. You look at it, and it seems like the same old river, right? But think about it. Is the water you're seeing this second the same water that was there a second ago? Of course not. And this simple idea, well, it's the key to everything we're about to talk about. So here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start with that ever-changing river, then get into the illusion of time, try to chase down the now, talk about waking from the dream, and finally, look at how the escape is actually within us.
All right, let's jump right in with section 1, the ever-changing river. This is all about how the way we see things can either trap us or be the very key to setting us free. So here's the fundamental mismatch, right? On one hand, you have the concept in your head, same old river. It's a label. But the reality? It's a totally new river every single moment. The water molecules are different, the flow is different, it's in constant motion. We're the ones who slap a label of sameness on something that is always, always changing. And this isn't just some abstract philosophical idea. No, the stakes are actually really high here. Because when you see it wrongly, when you believe in that same old river, you're trapped by that illusion. But when you can see it correctly, when you see the constant flux for what it is, that's when you're freed. Okay, so let's take that idea and build on it. In our next section, we're going to apply this exact same logic of flawed perception to something way more personal: time itself. You know, we all pretty much walk around with this built-in assumption, don't we? The past is gone, it's just a memory. The future isn't here yet, so the only thing that's actually real is right now. Seems simple enough. And our minds are great at this. You can think about the dinner you had last night, and it feels like you're accessing this real place called yesterday. Or you can plan what you're going to have for breakfast tomorrow, and it's like you're looking into this real place called the future. It feels like we're time travelers in our own heads. But here is the absolute game changer. In truth, both are just thinking. When you're remembering yesterday's dinner, that's a thought happening now. When you're planning tomorrow's breakfast, that's also a thought happening now. You're not actually visiting the past or the future. It's all just mental activity in the present. And this illusion, this idea of a real past and a real future, it creates something called the linear self. It's this delusional belief that there's a permanent me who's moving along this timeline from a real past to a real future. And that idea, that belief in a solid, continuous self, that's pinpointed as the very cause of our bondage, of our suffering. Okay, so if the past is a thought and the future is a thought, what about the now? That's got to be real, right? I mean, we're in it. Well, let's see if we can actually catch it.
Seriously, think about it. How long is the now? Is it a whole second long? Half a second? How brief is it? Does it even have any duration at all? Is it so quick that we can't even measure it?
How now is now? I mean, the second you think, this is it, hasn't it already become the past? And that's the whole trap. The moment you think, this is the now, that very thought has already made it the past. The now isn't a reality you can hold on to. It's just another concept, another label your mind creates. We're always chasing a ghost. So if the past, future, and even the now are just concepts, this leads to a pretty mind-bending conclusion about, well, everything. Let's talk about what it means to start waking up from the dream. Here it is, plain and simple. Your reality is a dream. And it's all mind-made. I mean, let's follow the logic. Your past, it's a thought. Your future, a thought. Even the now is just a thought. So what about the you who's experiencing all this? That self has to be a thought too. And the world you think you're living in, that's also constructed by the mind. There's this amazing quote that says it all. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Mind-made are they. It's just perfect, isn't it? It means we're not experiencing some solid, objective world out there. We're experiencing the creations of our own mind. Okay, so if we're living in this mind-made dream, the big question is, how do we wake up? Where's the escape hatch? That's what we'll get into now, finding freedom from the illusion. And here's the doorway.
Step 1 is just to realize, truly realize, that everything you experience, your happiness, your sadness, the world itself, it's all just mind-made thoughts. And step 2, understand that freedom doesn't come from changing the world or fixing the dream. It comes from understanding the mind that's creating it.
So the true escape isn't from the world, right? It's not about running away. It's about escaping the dream that you haven't realized you're in. The problem isn't the dream, it's believing the dream is real. And all of this leaves us with one last massive question to chew on. If your entire reality, your past, your future, yourself, this very moment, is just a thought, then who is the thinker?